The poem, "You're not crazy, you're just first." Who do you think you are, they say. Things like that aren't for people like us. Why are you going around changing, planning to leave us in the dust? Are you forgetting where you come from? Are we not good enough anymore? And just like that, the temptation to play life small feels more comfortable than before. If you're doubting you're enough, your thoughts, their words have got you down, it's time for your soul to tell your mind there's a new boss in town. See, there's no one else quite like you in the entire universe. And what your soul knows is you're not crazy, you're just first. The first to have your hopes and dreams. The first you there's ever been. So don't be surprised if they don't get you or try to shame you to fit in. They call you odd, strange, different for having dreams bigger than they can see. Because those dreams weren't given to them, they see them through fear and anxiety. And even the well-intentioned people who love you to the bone can see you pursuing your dreams as a reminder of them not fulfilling their own. If people like people who are like them, hiding your true self's a comfort zone. But a calling unexpressed inside you leaves you feeling anguished and alone, even inside of your own home. They call you words like crazy and say, we stick together for better or for worse, but what your knowing knows is you're not crazy, you're just first. The first to launch the business, to dust your dreams off of the shelf. The first to believe you're worthy of betting on yourself. The first to beat addiction, to live life sober and awake. The first to end the generational cycle that you know you're born to break. The first to start healing. The first to forgive so you'll be free. The first to love others for who they are, not for who you wish they'd be. The first man in your family to say, I deal with self-doubt too. The first mom to say, no, I'm not okay, and I don't know what to do. The first in generations to love your body and celebrate it joyfully, to prove it, to know that it's a miracle in motion, and what a gift it is to move it. The first to risk rejection, to speak your truth with vigor, knowing the opposition might be big, but your creator is bigger. The first to cheer yourself on and truly believe it, not just fake it, knowing that most people won't cheer for you until after you make it. In class, they used to pick you last, and now they're at a loss because instead of calling you employee, they now call you boss. The first to stand up for the outcast and say, stop teasing, I just won't. You might be tempted to underestimate me, but let me save you some time. Don't. The first to say, yeah, you broke my heart. You gave up on me for someone else, and it took me a while to know I'm worthy of believing in myself. And what I know is, yeah, you hurt me, but I'm not rejected, see? God just hid my value from you because you're not assigned to my destiny. The first to recognize your circle looks a lot more like a cage. The first to say, Dad, will you love me for me? And Grandma, I was born this way. The first to turn your pain into purpose, using the parts that were most rough to help guide others on their journey of feeling less alone and more enough. The first to say, let's agree to disagree. We all have the right to free speech too. Stop trying to cancel and hate on others just because you're hurting too. The first to believe in your dreams, even when others might not get you. Then one day, love them anyways, when they're bragging to people how they met you. The first to unlearn the lie, you're not enough unless you keep striving and achieving. That's a lie that leads to nowhere. And when it's time to stop believing. The truth is, accomplishments are great. But to know you're worthy, you don't need them. And when we know something is true, it feels like joy and tastes like freedom. You are not your successes. You are not how many times you fail or fall. You are how big you love, and love is free for all. See, when we fear we're not enough and fear even more we won't be loved, it's so tempting to shrink in size and trade in our purpose for their hugs. But when you're feeling like you don't fit in or that you never quite belong, your uniqueness is your superpower. Your truth is never wrong. And when they criticize to hold you back because your dreams aren't what they're used to, and they're afraid that you'll outgrow them, leave them behind, or that they'll lose you, stop asking for their advice if they've never been there themselves. Because when you people please for others, you end up betraying yourself. So when doubt tempts you to dim your light, always remember this verse. Your soul knows you're made for more. With so much purpose, it could burst. You are born with greatness inside you. And whether it's a blessing or a curse, the world won't be better until your greatness is dispersed. See, there is only one of you in the entire universe. And what your knowing knows deep down is you're not crazy, you're just first. 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 There's only one of you in the entire universe. Just one of you in the entire universe. Only one of you. The whole wide universe.